What if I told you there were only 5 exercises that make you stronger, more resilient, and more energetic than people half your age? There's a high chance that if you do these, you'll be looking and feeling a lot younger. First up, we have the plank. As you age, this exercise isn't optional. It's essential for survival. By this stage in life, most people have developed what I call computer posture: rounded shoulders, forward head, and a weak, inactive core. This combination is a recipe for chronic back pain, disc problems, and a whole host of issues that make simple daily activities painful. The plank is the ultimate core stabilizer, but it's so much more than just an ab exercise. It strengthens your entire posterior chain, improves your posture, and teaches your body how to maintain proper spinal alignment under stress. This is crucial because as you age, your spine becomes more vulnerable to injury, and a strong core is your first line of defense. Here's how to do it correctly. Start by lying face down on the floor. Place your forearms on the ground with your elbows directly under your shoulders. Lift your body off the ground, creating a straight line from your head to your heels. Engage your core by imagining you're pulling your belly button toward your spine. Don't let your hips sag or pike up. Maintain that perfect straight line. Now here's where most people go wrong. They hold their breath. Keep breathing steadily throughout the hold. Start with 20 to 30 seconds and gradually work up to 60 seconds or more. If the standard plank is too challenging, drop to your knees while maintaining that straight line from your head to your knees. For those who find the basic plank too easy, try side planks to target your obliques, or add movement with plank to push-up transitions. The key is progression. Your core strength should be better than it was in your 20s, not worse. The last exercise we'll be going over is by far the most important and is also the most overlooked as we age, but more on that coming up. Moving on to exercise number 2, the glute bridge. If you sit at a desk all day, your glutes have probably gone into hibernation. This is what experts call dead butt syndrome, and it's not just a funny name, it's a serious problem that leads to lower back pain, hip problems, and knee issues. Your glutes are the largest, most powerful muscles in your body, and they're supposed to be the engine that drives almost every movement you make. But after years of sitting, they become weak and inactive, forcing other muscles to pick up the slack. This leads to compensations, imbalances, and eventually, pain and injury. The glute bridge is the perfect exercise to wake up these sleeping giants. It strengthens your glutes, hamstrings, and core, while improving hip mobility and reducing lower back tension. It's also one of the safest exercises you can do, making it perfect for people who are dealing with back pain or haven't exercised in years. Here's the proper technique. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Your arms should be at your sides for stability. Squeeze your glutes and push through your heels to lift your hips off the ground until your body forms a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Hold for a second at the top, really squeezing your glutes, then slowly lower back down. The key is to initiate the movement with your glutes, not your lower back. You should feel this exercise primarily in your glutes and hamstrings, not in your back. If you feel it in your back, you're probably arching too much or not engaging your glutes properly. Start with 2-3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. As you get stronger, you can progress to single-leg glute bridges, add a resistance band around your knees, or place a weight on your hips for extra resistance. Now we're getting to exercise number 3, push-ups. I know what you're thinking, I haven't done a push-up since high school gym class. But here's the thing, push-ups are one of the most functional upper body exercises you can do, especially after 45. As we age, we gradually lose upper body strength, particularly our pushing strength. This affects everything from getting up off the floor to pushing open heavy doors. Push-ups work your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core all at once, making them incredibly efficient for people who don't have hours to spend in the gym. But push-ups also serve as a diagnostic tool. If you can't do at least 10 proper push-ups, it's a warning sign that your upper body strength and bone density are declining faster than they should be. The good news is that push-ups are incredibly scalable. There's a version for every fitness level. Here's how to perform them correctly. Start in a high plank position with your hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Your body should form a straight line from your head to your heels. Lower your chest toward the ground by bending your elbows, keeping them at about a 45-degree angle to your body. Don't let your elbows flare out wide. This puts unnecessary stress on your shoulders. Lower until your chest nearly touches the ground, then push back up to the starting position. If standard push-ups are too challenging, start with incline push-ups. Place your hands on a bench, chair, or even a wall. The higher the surface, the easier the exercise. As you get stronger, gradually lower the height until you can do push-ups from the floor. For those who can easily do 15-20 push-ups, try variations like diamond push-ups for your triceps, wide grip push-ups for your chest, or decline push-ups with your feet elevated. The key is consistency and progression. Your goal should be to maintain or even improve your push-up numbers as you age, not accept decline as inevitable. All right, now we're getting to exercise number 4, deadlifts. This might be the most intimidating exercise on the list, but it's also one of the most important as you age. The deadlift is often called the king of exercises because it works more muscles simultaneously than any other movement. Here's why deadlifts are crucial as you get older. They strengthen your entire posterior chain, your glutes, hamstrings, lower back, upper back, and core. This is exactly the chain of muscles that becomes weak and problematic as we age. Deadlifts also improve your hip hinge pattern, which is essential for picking things up safely and protecting your lower back. But perhaps most importantly, deadlifts are one of the best exercises for maintaining bone density. The heavy loading and full body tension required for deadlifts send a powerful signal to your bones to stay strong and dense. This is critical for preventing osteoporosis and fractures later in life. Now, I know the word deadlift might sound scary, but you don't need to load a barbell with hundreds of pounds. You can start with dumbbells, kettlebells, or even just your body weight. Here's the proper technique. Stand with your feet hip-width apart, with the weight, whether it's a barbell, dumbbells, or kettlebell, close to your shins. Hinge at your hips by pushing your butt back and slightly bending your knees. Keep your chest up and your back straight as you reach down to grab the weight. Drive through your heels and squeeze your glutes as you stand up, bringing your hips forward. The weight should stay close to your body throughout the movement. The key is the hip hinge. This isn't a squat. The movement should come primarily from your hips, not your knees. Think about pushing your butt back to start the movement and driving your hips forward to finish it. Start light and focus on perfect form. Even bodyweight deadlifts, just the hip hinge movement without any weight, can be beneficial when you're learning the pattern. Finally, we have exercise number 5, the Romanian deadlift, or RDL. This is the exercise I mentioned earlier that's absolutely crucial but often overlooked as we age. While regular deadlifts start from the ground, RDLs start from a standing position and focus specifically on the eccentric, lowering portion of the movement. Here's why this is so important as you get older. As we age, we lose our eccentric strength faster than our concentric strength. Eccentric strength is your ability to control weight as you lower it, and it's what prevents you from falling, controls your descent when sitting down, and protects you when you stumble or trip. RDLs specifically target your hamstrings, glutes, and lower back, while improving your hip mobility and flexibility. They're also gentler on your knees than regular deadlifts, making them perfect for people dealing with knee issues. The RDL also teaches you the proper hip hinge pattern in its purest form. This movement pattern is essential for safe lifting, whether you're picking up a bag of groceries or lifting a grandchild. Here's how to perform an RDL. Start standing with your feet hip-width apart, holding weights in your hands. Dumbbells, kettlebell, or barbell. Keep a slight bend in your knees and hinge at your hips by pushing your butt back. Lower the weights toward the ground while keeping them close to your legs. You should feel a stretch in your hamstrings. Once you feel that stretch, drive your hips forward to return to the starting position. The key difference from a regular deadlift is that you don't go all the way to the ground, you only go as far as your hamstring flexibility allows. This is a flexibility exercise, as much as it is a strength exercise. Start with lightweight or even just your body weight. Focus on feeling the stretch in your hamstrings and controlling the movement. As your flexibility improves, you'll be able to go lower while maintaining proper form. Now that you know all 5 exercises, let me give you a simple but effective workout plan. As you get older, recovery becomes more important than ever. So we're going to train 3 days per week with rest days in between. Start with planks, 3 sets of 30 to 60 seconds. Move to glute bridges, 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Then push-ups, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Modify as needed. Follow with deadlifts, 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Finish with RDLs, 3 sets of 10-12 reps. This workout should take you about 30-45 minutes, including warm-up and cool-down. The beauty of these exercises is that they can all be done at home with minimal equipment, just a set of dumbbells or a kettlebell. Start conservatively with the weights and repetitions. Your ego might want to lift heavy right away, but your joints and connective tissues need time to adapt. Progress gradually and don't sacrifice form for heavier weights. Here's the truth about exercise as you age. It's not about turning back the clock. It's about slowing it down dramatically. These 5 exercises will maintain your muscle mass, protect your bones, improve your posture, and keep you functionally strong for decades to come. The best part, it's never too late to start. Whether you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, your body will respond to these exercises and reward you with increased strength, better mobility, and improved quality of life. Remember, aging is mandatory, but feeling old is optional. These 5 exercises are your insurance policy against the physical decline that most people accept as inevitable. Start today, be consistent, and prepare to feel stronger and more capable than you have in years. If you found this helpful, be sure to share it with someone else who needs to hear this message. Your future self will thank you for taking action today.